All right, good sirs. All right, let's do it. Let's get it done. Get Genki. There's no desktop audio. There's no desktop audio. All right, so ready, set, go. Yahoo, YouTube. I am Supagenki, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about classic World of Warcraft. But before I get into that, I just want to say thanks. A thanks to Mr. Josh Alianak Brakos, one of the lead developers in the classic. Oh, that's too loud. One of the lead developers in retail World of Warcraft. A second thanks to Mr. Mark Hearn and the Nostalrius Progressive Realms team for developing Classic WoW and bringing it to Blizzard's attention. Dude, man, it's just different with I just have to like release myself. I can't like stick to script. I've already practiced this stuff. So, yeah. All right, buddies, let's do this. Yahoo, YouTube. I am Supagenki, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about classic World of Warcraft. But before I get into that, I just want to say thanks. First, thank you to Mr. Josh Alianak Brakos, one of the lead developers of retail World of Warcraft. Secondly, thank you to Mr. Mark Hearn and the Nostalrius Progressive Realms team. Without you, Classic WoW would have not been possible. And without you, damn it, no! Ah! Rah! Rah! Hold on. I need to calm down. Okay. I'm classicked out right now. Good. I don't care. I try my best. Okay. All right. Yeah. So this is good. Let's go through it right now. Start recording right now, buddy. We're gonna get this donezo. All right. So, Yahoo YouTube. I am Supagenki, and in today's video, we're gonna talk about classic World of Warcraft. Before I get into that, though, big thanks to J. Alianak Bracos, one of the lead developers of Retail WoW. Without you, we could have never gotten the second release of Classic. Mr. Mark Hearn and the Nostalgious development team for developing and bringing Classic to Blizzard's attention. Without you guys, we wouldn't be playing this game right now. And finally, my biggest thanks goes out to the dedicated Classic WoW players who created the demand that turned the memes into dreams. And now, we get to live in the dream. Get Genki! Oh yeah, thank you. Oh yeah, and thank you Blizzard for making World of Warcraft in the first place. Oh yeah, and thank you World. Oh yeah, and thank you Blizzard for making. Oh wait, and Blizzard, thank you for making World of War. Oh wait, and Blizzard, thank you for making World of Warcraft in the first place. On to the video. Now that we've gotten thanks out of the way, on to the video. Yahoo YouTube, I am Supagenki. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you what it was like to play launch of... Now that we got the thanks out of the way, on to the video. Yahoo YouTube, I am Supagenki. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you what it was like to be playing Classic WoW at launch. This video is going to follow an outline kind of style. This video is going to follow an outline, broken up into 3 parts. The first part, I'm going to be talking about the pregame, or as I like to call it, the tailgate. You know, we hear about the tailgate all the time in football, but we need to learn how to tailgate life events. The second part is going to be talking about my experience, my initial feeling on launch. The difference between Classic and Retail, positives and negatives. The second part of the video is going to be talking about my experience, my feeling on... The second part of the video is going to be talking about my experience, my initial feeling on launch, some of the differences between Classic and Retail, the positives and negatives that are associated with both, and what Classic WoW did for me as a casual gamer. And then finally, the third part of the video it's going to be talking about the day after launch, the post-launch, my experiencing with. And then finally, the third part of the video is going to be talking about the day after launch. Buddy, that's too much. That's way too much. I have to put the thank yous at the end of the video. All right, look. Yahoo, YouTube! I am Supagenki, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about classic World of Warcraft. But before I get into that, I just want to say quick thanks to Mr. Josh Alianak Brokos. Without you, we never would have gotten the second release of classic World of Warcraft. To Mr. Mark Hearn and the Nostalrius Development. Yahoo, YouTube! I am Supagenki. Yahoo, YouTube! I am Supagenki, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about classic World of Warcraft. Now, Yahoo, YouTube! I am Supagenki, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about classic World of... Damn it! Yahoo, YouTube! I am Supagenki, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about classic World of Warcraft. Before we get into that though, quick thanks to Mr. Josh Alianak Brokos, one of the lead developers of Retail World of Warcraft. Big thanks to Mr. Mark Hearn and the Nostalrius Progressive Realms team for creating Classic WoW and bringing it back. Yahoo, YouTube! I am Supagenki, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about classic World of Warcraft. This video is going to follow an outline, broken up into 3 parts. The first part is going to cover the pregame, or what I like to call it as Yahoo, YouTube! I am Supagenki, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about classic World of Warcraft and answering this question of whether or not I think you should be playing it. This video is going to be broken up into 3 parts. The first part is going to be talking about the pregame, or as I like to call it, the tailgate. You know, we often hear this whole football game tailgate, but what about the tailgate to life? Why not hype yourself up for a life event, right? The second part of this video is going to be talking about the experience. Well, my experience. But the feeling I had on launch, the differences between classic and retail World of Warcraft, some of the positives that are associated with both, and some of the negatives that are associated with both, and what classic WoW did for me as a casual gamer. The final part of this video is going to be talking about post-launch, what I felt the day after, because I feel that it was magical. It was magical, but in order to understand why it was magical, you have to hear why. And the third part of this video is going to be talking about the day after launch and why it was magical. It's enough for me to just say it, but you have to see it. You have to hear it in order to believe it in yourself as well. We are creatures of habit, YouTube. And if we don't constantly put ourselves around positive people and hear from positive sources, we're going to give into what we have been taught to believe in. And we haven't been, and most of us have not been taught to believe in ourselves. So hear me out. But I'm here today to help you learn how to believe in yourself. Get Genki. That being said, let's jump into the video. Part number 1, the pregame, or as I like to call it, the tailgate. Now, I've always been really interested in this idea of tailgating. You know, I don't really go to football games, and I've never really been to a tailgate, but it's the hype before the game, right? So on the day that Classic WoW was launching, I actually got home 4 hours early because I had been watching videos all week prepping for the last Tuesday. And they said that if you wanted to get in during launch, you had to get into queue at least 2 hours early. So you best believe it. I got home 4 hours early, was in queue 4 hours early. Here's the thing though, when I was waiting in queue, I wasn't just waiting patiently. I was looking up videos online, videos on YouTube, trying to learn more about the game. I knew that I wanted to be a healer, but Classic WoW is different than Retail WoW. In Retail WoW, you can just jump on and start any class. It's easy. But in Classic WoW, it's a little more difficult. So I did research on what kind of healer I wanted to be, what kind of class healer I wanted to be, what kind of race I wanted to be, and chose a faction, whether it was the Horde or the Alliance. Now that was cool and all, but after I was done with that, it took about maybe 30 minutes, I was like, I want to learn more about the history of Classic WoW. So I started watching videos about the history of Classic WoW. Shout out to Punkrat, Shout out to Punkrat. Shout out definitely to Punkrat. He made an amazing history of Classic WoW video that I've watched over 10 times. Link in the description if you want to check that out. I also watched Make Love Not Warcraft, the South Park episode of the World of Warcraft, because it's absolutely hilarious and it just made me like really get into a good mood before launch started. And then about 10 minutes before launch actually commenced, I jumped into Asmongold's stream. Now, Asmongold is one of the largest streamers, if not the largest streamer of World of Warcraft in the world. And when I jumped into his stream, there was 213,000 people watching. It was absolutely phenomenal. And I heard that the numbers got all the way up to 282,000 people watching that stream. It was really cool, YouTube. It was really cool. And all of this pregame, all of this... It was really cool, YouTube. And all of this tailgating got me so Genki for the actual game. Because you know this. It was really cool, YouTube. And all this tailgating... It was really cool, YouTube. And all this tailgating got me really Genki for game launch. And you might be thinking to yourself, oh, but why do I have to do all this preparation for game launch? Why can't I just play the game? Well, guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, as long as you see life as just a game, you're not going to be a winner. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as long as you see life as just a game, you're most likely not going to be a winner. You have to put in more time and effort and commitment to becoming better in order to achieve the goals that you want to see in your life. And that's what tailgating life does. That's what pregame is. This leads me into my second topic for the video today, which is my experience. In this section, what I really want to cover is what it was like to complete my first quest, get in my first group, and kill my first monster. Because I swear I streamed for like 6 hours, and literally link in the description on my streaming channel. I streamed for 6 hours straight after launch. I streamed for 6 hours straight after launch. And literally for 30 minutes in the beginning of my stream, my mic was turned off. But I'm kind of glad it was, because I was literally just screaming at my computer. I was so excited. Like, never before have I ever been so excited about a video game. And every time I like killed a monster or completed an objective for a quest, I started screaming again because listen to me, there were thousands of people in this server and there's only like hundreds of monsters. So we're all fighting for scarce resources in order to progress down the road to where we're going. And it was hard. It was challenging. In fact, it was so challenging that you're seeing this on the screen right now. I actually had to join a group to get anywhere done. In fact, it was so challenging that I actually had to join a group in order to get anything done. But this group was actually the first, and this group that I joined was actually the first major event that happened to me in Classic WoW. Because I mean, like, I've joined groups in retail WoW before, but you're gonna see in this video, this is all like a little faster, but this was around like 15 minutes to do one quest. Let me repeat that. It took about 15 minutes for 5 of us to do one quest where we didn't even need to loot the monsters, we just had to kill them. That's like mind blowing in itself, right? Because it would have taken like 2 minutes at most in retail WoW. Yeah, but this group that I formed with these people over in that house actually became the group that I spent most of my time with. There's this sense of community that is formed in Classic WoW out of necessity that creates this feeling of meaningfulness. And I'm not saying that retail WoW doesn't have this feeling, but it's just nowhere near the level that Classic does. As you're seeing in the video, there are just so many people here, and it's just impossible to get anything done by yourself. You see, in retail WoW, you can play a Classic. You see, in retail WoW, you can be a solo play. You see, in retail WoW, you can be a Kirito. You can be a solo player in an MMORPG. And that's fine, because it's not challenging. And I'm not saying that any of them, and I'm not saying that retail WoW isn't good. I think retail WoW is great. You just have to understand what kind of gamer you are, what kind of experience you want to have. This is where most people get it wrong, because they come into a game with all these expectations, but they don't know what kind of gamer they are. And then when that game doesn't meet their expectations, they think it's a bad game. But no, YouTube. Know what kind of gamer you are, because this is where it gets real. You see, about an hour and 50 minutes into my Classic WoW experience, my first big hurdle happened. We were questing in this area trying to get these defiles, I think they were, defiles or whatever they are. And you see, I had been chilling with these 2 people all the way since like launch. Like literally, I met them about 5 minutes into launch, and then we played together for like an hour and 50 minutes, right? And we were like on this journey together, and it was so cool. But then one of the people that I was playing with said that they had to go. And this is where like my ideal about gaming was actually challenged. Because you see, in retail WoW, I would have been just like, oh, that's okay. We don't need you. It's okay. We'll just do our own stuff, right? But in Classic WoW, you see, people actually matter. How many people you have in your group actually matters a lot. And I've been playing with these people for so long that I didn't want to give up. I didn't want to just be like, all right, see you later. I actually messaged the guy and I was like, hey, is everything okay? Do you really have to go? I stepped outside of my comfort zone to form a conversation with these people because I didn't want them to leave. And that in itself is a formation of community centered around meaningful communication. Because you actually needed to branch out and talk to people. Well, I needed to. Like, I actually needed to do this. And that's a really big difference between Classic and retail WoW. In retail WoW, you don't need to branch out of your comfort zone. You can literally play in your comfort zone until level 120. It is possible. There was like a guy that I heard the other day who actually stayed in Pandaria and leveled all the way to 120, just mining rocks and like catching fish or something. And he wasn't even faction. He didn't have a faction. It's like, oh my wow, this stuff can be done. But that's impossible in Classic because Classic is a lot more challenging. And as a casual gamer, I feel like that is where the majority of the meaningfulness in this game comes from the challenge that's presented by the environment. And all of these things, they really work together to form this sense of adventure. And that's what really got me so excited about WoW. That's what really got me so excited about Classic WoW and the original World of Warcraft as well. This big sense of adventure, of being in this massive MMO RPG. I had tried the same tactics in retail WoW. I like playing the starter zones in retail WoW. And I like talking to people, but the only time I've ever gotten a response from someone, the guy was like, I was like, hello, and he was like, oh, hey. I'm like, are you new? And he's like, yeah, I just bought this game yesterday. I'm so excited. And I'm like, Oh, you slide. I understand why you wouldn't want to talk to people like that, but like still you have to talk to people like that because how else? Because how else are you gonna find good people? Am I right? All of these factors really, all of these factors really fostered the sense of community and meaningfulness in me as a casual gamer. And this is where the transformation really began to happen because I'm a consumer. And what that means is that I just consume the product. I don't ask questions because I don't want to ask questions. But all I had ever known was retail World of Warcraft. I started in Wrath of the Lich King, and I had been in Undercity like 100 times already. I had done these quests multiple times before. But the experience of community and meaningfulness transformed everything that I had already seen, already been at, already done into an entirely new experience. And it was like I was experiencing the World of Warcraft for the first time all over again. And that's what made it magical. That's really what transcended Classic WoW into a realm of something I hadn't experienced before. That's Classic WoW actually was magic. Being there in launch was magic. It was a once in a lifetime opportunity, and I got to take it because of my tailgating experience where I waited in queue for 2 hours. I got to take it because I started talking to people and forming groups with people. I got to take it because I was committed to going on an adventure. And let me tell you this, I only streamed for 6 hours because I had a group of good people that were like minded and wanted to continue making progress in the game. Which is pretty profound in itself because all my other streams, which is pretty profound in itself because the longest stream I've ever had is 3 hours and 41 minutes. And that was actually in Battle for Azeroth, and I was questing for someone else. Like to quest with someone else, I was doing a bunch of quests so that I could quest with someone else. But this time around, I shattered my PR, my personal record, and I went all the way to 6 hours. Which brings me to my next point. Look, Classic WoW is not for everyone. Classic WoW takes a lot of time, energy, and commitment. And if you want to be a classic gamer, retail World of Warcraft is definitely the right bet for you. Because it's more quick paced. Classic literally takes hours to complete one quest. So my advice for you, anyone that's watching this video, is definitely decide what gamer you want to be before you give it a try. Nah, still give it a try. Figure it out along the way and become the gamer you want to be. But don't let your expectations be ruined if it doesn't meet your standards. Because not everyone has the time and energy to commit into a video game. Which brings me to my final topic for this video, the day after launch. This was actually really cool because for the first time in my life, I literally went to sleep at 2 a.m. in the morning after playing a video game to wake up 4 hours later just to start playing that video game again with the same people I met the previous day. And you may call me a nerd or whatever, but I'm just going to say this. Have you ever done that before? Have you ever gone to sleep after playing a video game, woken up, started playing the video game again with the same people? It's a pretty neat feeling. And you would be proud. It's a pretty neat feeling. And you would be proud to be a nerd if you had it. Like I am. What had gone from a video game I just played because I liked it turned into a real adventure together with people. And that was pretty awesome. There was just a singular point on my road to Crossroads where the adventure was captured just like in the moment. And I'm going to show you what that looked like actually like right now. I'm going to show you what being in the video game, not playing the video game, being in the video game, being in the adventure with people all around Azeroth was actually like. I'm not going to talk for this one, but the music is still going to be playing in the background. I'm not going to talk for this one, but the music is still going to be playing in the background. So I hope you enjoy. Alright, YouTube, before I end the video today, I just want to say, alright, YouTube, before I end the video today, I just want to say a big thanks to Mr. Josh Alianak-Brakos, one of the lead developers for retail World of Warcraft. Without you, Classic WoW would not have been possible. And even bigger thanks to Mr. Mark Hearn and the Nostalrius Progressive Realms teams. Without you, Classic WoW would have never been brought to the attention of Blizzard and developed in such a beautiful way. So thank you a lot. But my biggest thanks goes out to you, Classic WoW hardcore fans. You turned the memes into dreams, and now we get to be in the dream. And it was all because of the demand for this game that you created. So everyone, that's the video for today. If this video helped you out, made you want to play Classic WoW, don't forget to smash that like button. Likes would really help me out. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I want to get to 100,000 from 25. 24 right now. Oh my wow. Leave a comment because I love responding to your comments with Genki energy and positivity. But most importantly, share this video with your friends. Because we need to get the good word of positive thinking out there to as many people as possible. And also the good word of Classic WoW out there to as many people as possible. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Dude, I made that. I did that for real. I put so much time into this video game that, like, why not make a video about it? I just think Classic WoW is phenomenal. I honestly think that Classic WoW is phenomenal. Dodo. I'm gonna make everything. I'm gonna find all my hashtags. Oh, buddy, no. I've ever had. Wait, what? Did I not hit start recording?